Hello there, and welcome back to the Star Wars Guys YouTube channel where the Force is family. I am Master Paul,
And I am Mando on fire.
and we actually have two back-to-back videos that we're about to be recording for you guys on two different subjects. So the first one we're going to talk about is the new Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser Hotel that they put out a little bit of a teaser for and also released the official price for. So first, we're going to just really quick show this 30-second clip of the
Mhm.
hotel.
Yep.
So I'm
And
going to
also,
share my
this
screen.
is a reaction too. This is a
Yes,
reaction.
yes, it is. All right, so here is the video. We'll full screen it here.
For the first time, it's real. We've traveled to the far reaches of the galaxy. We got recruited by the Resistance. And now, we're ready.
Come on, Dad! We gotta go save the ship.
No. We're gonna save the galaxy.
All right. Oh, didn't mean to play it again. All right, so that's pretty much it right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of expected it to be something like that where they'd make it all cinematic and really want to hype up that this is like an actual adventure that you're going to be part of when you stay at this hotel. And of course, it's complete special effects, by the way, that you're in space in that commercial. You won't actually be going to space. Disney did have to make a statement saying that, which I think is pretty ridiculous. But what do you think of that video, Michael?
So, even though that it is about 30 seconds, a lot is obviously going on. But I
Yeah,
think that one detail, even though it may seem small, is the fact that they advertise this as a 2-night adventure. And unlike other hotels, that seems to be all that they're offering. Just 2 nights.
exactly. And I think that statement right there is a good segue into talking about the main focus of this, and that's the price. So I'm going to share another window here. This is a CNET article. The title says it all. Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser's immersive weekend will cost at least $4,809. And then the article goes on to say Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser is an upcoming, fully immersive 2-night Disney World hotel experience that looks absolutely incredible. And it does. Though I will say they could have done a much better job on this character's design. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to make him a Twi'lek, but they could have done better, in my opinion. But yeah, Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser is an upcoming, fully immersive 2-night Disney World hotel experience that looks absolutely incredible. The Florida attraction also has an absolutely, they say incredible, I'm going to say outrageous price. $4,809 for 2 guests, which works out to just over $1,200 per guest per night. The attraction, which lets you spend a few nights aboard a spaceship in a galaxy far, far away, opens in spring 2022. The cost per person goes down a little as your party grows. The cost for 3, 2 adults, 1 child, will start at $5,299 or about $885 per guest per night. And 4, and it's weird how they word this, 3 adults and 1 child, I'm pretty sure they meant 2 adults, 2 children there, will start at $6,000 or about $750 per guest per night. Those rates are for standard cabins, which can fit up to 5 people. Pricing for the fancier Galaxy class suite, which can accommodate 4 people, and Grand Captain suite, which can fit up to 8, hasn't been revealed, but you can bet they'll be stunningly expensive. And then continue on. For your Star Wars inspired meals, the package includes 2 breakfasts, 2 lunches, 2 dinners, and 1 quick service meal and entree and drink per guest. Outside of this, non-alcoholic and alcoholic beverages will cost extra. In a news site for for Galactic Starcruiser that went live Wednesday, Disney describes the attraction as part live immersive theater, part themed environment, part culinary extravaganza, part real life role playing game. You can interact with characters on the cruiser and choose if you want to stick to the First Order's rules or help out the Resistance in a secret plot. You can also decide if you want to engage with the narrative or just chill out at times. The experience includes a trip to the planet Batu, better known as the Galaxy's Edge theme park, where you can engage in unique missions and get guaranteed spots on rides like Smuggler's Run and Rise of the Resistance. So, let's focus specifically on
The magic number,
this
basically.
part right. Yeah, pretty much this section here. 2 guests. It's going to cost each guest $1,200 per guest per night. And that,
Mhm.
like, I'm sure the experience is going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be the most immersive hotel that Disney has in their entire lineup. But $1,200 per guest per night, the average American citizen isn't really going to be able to afford that. At least that I can think of. The only people that I can think of that can afford this are like people that are like that make like 6 figures a year. So why make this so expensive? What could be in this hotel to justify this price? Not to mention, here's another problem that they didn't mention or that they kind of glossed over in this article. This is only a 2-night thing. You cannot stay past 2 nights. So not only do you have to pay at the minimum $4,809, but you've also got to pay for other lodging outside of this hotel elsewhere on the park, or if you choose to stay offsite. So that's going to factor into your cost also. So, you know, just why does this have to be so expensive is what I'm saying. What do you think, Michael?
Yeah, so I'm just kind of thinking about like what exactly they're going to put in this hotel to almost justify the price. Like by no means am I saying that it seems pretty odd to say the least to have this kind of pricing, but by the looks of it, it seems like they're using different elements from their rides and putting it into the hotel. And it almost seems like they're doing something similar to that of Great Wolf Lodge. Now, disclaimer, I've actually never been to Great Wolf Lodge, I just know about it. But basically, what I take away from it is that the part role playing and the part theater are elements that Great Wolf Lodge uses, more so of the role playing because there's a lot of wizardry involved. And then the theater part, Disney's already somewhat mastered that and implemented it into different rides. So it really makes you think, what exactly are they going to put in this?
And just as a side note, for those that don't know, this is Great Wolf Lodge here. So here this is just me sort of just being curious here. So yeah. But then again, though, this Galactic Starcruiser hotel makes this look like just the basic Motel 6.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
whatever it is that they have to, whatever it is that they put in there to justify such an expensive cost, really better be worth it. And sort of going along with this, something else I want to show real quick that may come into play with this hotel. Disney another um, put out another video. It's called the Walt Disney Imagineering Innovation Showcase. And we're not going to watch the whole thing, but I want to focus on one thing. It's a really, really short clip, but it has to do with Star Wars, and it's likely going to come into play in the hotel. So let me get this pulled up. All right, so like I said, this is an incredibly short clip, but just watch. And I'll full screen it again. That right there. That is Disney's newest lightsaber design. How they're able to somehow conceal all of these LEDs to power up this blade, and whatever tube that is, they're able to conceal it down in here. Hold on a second. Sorry, I had to tell my grandmother goodnight. But anyways, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this again, but I'm gonna slow it down because I want you guys to watch what happens to the blade as it extends out. So yeah, we'll start from right there. So watch. All right, did you see it? Where the blade shot out, but then gravity acted on it and it bent over ever so slightly toward the ground. Did you see it, Michael?
Yeah. At first, I was
Okay.
more here focused on the fact that they're making this pretty much as real as possible without it
Right.
being dangerous, of course. But yeah, you do see a slight bend in it now.
Yes. So here's what that tells me. That pretty much tells me that one of two things is going to happen. Number one, this is not going to be something that is going to be on sale for guests, that only cast members are going to carry this. Or number two, if this does end up getting sold to guests, you absolutely will not be able to fight with it. Like already you can't fight with Savi sabers. Like me and Michael, we have them and we haven't tried to fight with them because we know that won't work. But this just seems even more flimsy than a Savi saber does to me. Like it looks cool that they're able to house all of those components to make it light up inside the hilt and then shoot it out and somehow retract it. But that's pretty much all it is just to look pretty. It's not something that you can actually fight with. So anything else, Michael, you wanted to mention about this before we end this video and move on to the next?
Yeah, the only thing I will say so far as the hotel and the saber is that the saber was actually like the first teaser almost for this hotel. I almost want to
Yep.
say it was a person dressed up as Ray, and then by the second commercial that we just saw of the hotel, it
I'm going to
seems like
find that
they're
Ray
going
teaser, by the
to
way.
yeah, it seems like they're going to try to almost add in everything from Batu but turn it into like a space cruiser. So like if you remember going to the cantina or something like that, or if you wanted to know what it was like riding Dryden Voss's starship, this is pretty much what you're gonna get.
Right. So here's that teaser Michael was talking about that shows this lightsaber for the first time.
Light, darkness, a balance.
And did you notice the lightsaber blade wobbled a little bit even there? It wobbled as she turned.
Yes.
It also kind of... I'm not trying to be negative on this, I promise, because I want this to be a really cool thing. But it looks a little bit goofy to me that it's such a thin blade coming from such a chunky lightsaber handle.
Mm-hmm.
Like our Savi sabers are a little bit on the chunky side, but this looks even chunkier.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it has to be because of the mechanism that they have inside to house the blade and make it shoot out and come in.
Yeah.
But
It almost kind of
yeah,
reminds me of the Rebel sabers, which are known to be very thin, but of course they have their own reasoning for being thin.
right. But yeah, it like you can't even like it looks like her hands aren't even reaching all the way around it. But that's just getting sidetracked. We'll watch the rest of this thing real quick. Okay, that's it. So yeah, pretty much to sum up my thoughts on this whole thing, like I said, I'm sure this Star Wars hotel is going to be absolutely amazing. But unless they significantly drop the price, anytime soon, I don't see either me or you visiting this hotel anytime soon, just because of the price.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get lucky and someone will post footage of it on YouTube and we can look at that and at least review what we see from that. But sadly, I don't think we're going to get to see that hotel anytime soon. So on that sad note, we're going to go ahead and end this video here. So thank you guys for watching this. Make sure you hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as
join our
always,
Discord.
yes, join the Discord. And just remember, as always, the Force is family. Thank you very much.